Do you remember when he was Mork for Mork and Mindy?
She just said it so flat. She's like, do you know who Robin Williams was? Like, oh my, Erica. I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
So he was in Good Will
It's a
Hunting.
TV show.
Yes, he was. I didn't know.
He was actually the original.
Robin
he was actually
Williams.
the original
Woo, woo, woo.
genie in Aladdin.
He was so good in that role. He is great.
The fact that that movie was ever recreated is beyond me.
Wait, has it come out yet?
Yeah, it was the live action. Will
Yeah.
Smith was the genie.
Oh yeah, I
And
refuse to
like
watch
Will
it.
Smith, but he's not just good at slapping people. He is also like talented. We're
Of
not,
course,
but like
yeah.
when you have that epic of a performance,
That's also rage right there. Just going right up on stage, smacking somebody.
oh yeah, I mean that is literally like that's like the literal definition of
Right?
rage.
You just, I mean,
Raging out.
And that is where I think when we were discussing,
you think
but that,
it was a great call?
I'm here with you. Your name's E-Bar, and we're doing the Rage Podcast.
We're doing the Rage Pod. I am here with Tara Erickson, and we rage against the serene and all the things in between.
Everything in between. There's so much to rage about.
But today, what are we talking about?
We're going to talk about something that we've experienced. Okay,
Because we're human.
but you can't pretend like you haven't, because we all have.
We've all had regret.
Yeah.
We've all had regret. And then we've also all had sort of rage regret, right?
Yeah.
Like we regret about raging.
Like you don't have
I just got
regrets,
a
'cause
mic adjustment, everybody. Keep that in the edit. Please keep
army
that.
crawled
Please keep that in
with
the
a
edit.
she was holding a laptop on her knees and was like,
Wait, real true story. We learned this in podcasting. It's a
oh yeah,
it's a double fist. Double fist, which sounds
So
like
now
we're
here I'm
filming a porn,
podcasting and at the
but
bar.
yeah.
That's how we roll.
Oh, I went porn. You went drinking. Great.
I mean, that's how we roll,
That is
right?
That is, uh-huh.
BFFs forever. Unless this podcast tears us apart.
Through all our pornography and all of our drinking, we are together.
We're together. Well, what I was going to say is that, people are like, live with no regrets. I don't have any regrets. That's why I'm like, don't even try to play. Like, you have zero regrets in life. Like, give it up already.
No, you've got it. Listen, you've got it. You're walking around, you're breathing. You've got it.
Exactly.
And that's the thing is like, right? We shouldn't be so like scared of this idea that like, oh, if we regret, that makes us a less than person or like we're failing at life. Like
Exactly.
that's just, and by regretting, you learn things that you can do differently in the future. But if you just like suppress that, just like if you suppress anger,
Right.
then maybe you just repeat the same patterns over and over because you're just like, oh, I'm like a horse in Central Park. I've got blinders on and I just keep walking forward.
Exactly. So I feel like we're here to kind of like destigmatize it. You know?
Yeah. Like it's okay. Like feel the regret, and then if you feel it, then you get to move on.
Right.
And then again, not repeat that cycle.
I mean, it's tough when you buy a pair of pants that you hate, though.
You know
Yeah,
that
I
I
know.
just bought a pair
I
of
know.
pants. You guys, I was so excited about this pair of pants. I was like, they marketed it like it was this cool vintage denim. And I was like, I'm going to look so fucking cool in this spring, summer season, whatever we're in.
And they're weird.
They're fucking weird.
Yep.
They look like thin curtains. I thought I was getting denim. I got like thin curtains, like not blackout curtains.
Yeah. Online regret.
Online buyer's remorse.
Absolutely.
But here, look. I mean, granted, they're ill-fitting. It's like I swiped right and they were much different from their photo.
Totally.
But like in the future, I'm not gonna just go hog wild, click happy on an online flash sale.
No, you won't, because I've done that, and I just got a shirt the other day from Temu. And I know. you
Shout
guys-
out to
like,
Temu.
It's always me, and they're like, "Where'd you get it?" I'm like, "Temu." But like, I got this shirt, and she's like, her pants thin satin, mine thin. It was like a shirt, and I thought it was gonna be thick, thin satin, and then. You can't tell. It's all colorful and wackadoo.
Right.
But then in the freaking corner right here, there's this heart, and it says, God's love is all around
Oh
you.
no! Oh no!
Whether
oh
you
no.
can see it or
oh
not.
no!
I'm like,
Abort!
"Oh, This is not me. It's not meant to be.
You know what you need to do? You need to send Timu the boundary song. And need some space from your God patches.
Do a close-up zoom on the God patch.
Yep.
Like, don't just give me this thing where it looks all colorful. I mean, it looks like this sweater, dope.
Right,
That
yeah.
you're not
We
thinking
like her
there's going to
sweater.
be this, God's love is it. And it says it
No.
3 times.
And
I'm
where
like,
does it hit on your body?
Erica,
Does it hit on your hip?
It's slow down, but it's also in the
It's trying to
back.
get you pregnant.
It's
It's
not
trying to
just-
get you pregnant because it's close. It's close to the
It's not-
ovary.
and it's not just one, it's multiple.
Exactly.
I'm going to tell you.
Exactly. They want you to have 7 children at once.
You got to give me a cunt of the week. We got to tease him with that.
Oh, I got one for you.
Yeah. Just a reminder, cunt of the week stands for
Courageous, unapologetic, notorious, 10 of a woman. Do you want a hint of your content?
Yeah, you got to give it to me. Let's go.
Habit hoe.
A habit hoe. Like they're a whore with habits. It just sounds disturbing.
I'm just gonna go out on a limb. You do not know who it is. So
Okay.
I like this curiosity.
Yeah, which means we have to throw it to Friendy Wendy because I'm trying to hear some Rage Hotline stuff.
Woo woo.
Give me the juice because I'm just going to be sitting here thinking about habit hoe and I got to get out of that mindset.
You've reached the Rage Hotline. Please leave us a message.
Okay, guys, this week we have 2 callers.
Okay.
So let's go to the first caller.
There has been one thing my entire life that has sent me down such a spiral. I have felt my chest tighten and be so filled with anger and disgust at the same time. And it's when there is a glob of toothpaste in the sink. Multitude of reasons. It's just gross. It's like someone else's spit and toothpaste in the sink. Disgusting. You're looking at this disgusting thing while you have a toothbrush in your mouth. So immediately gagging. Immediately gross gagging. Hate the sight of this. Second reason, I feel like it's just this sense of carelessness. When you are brushing your teeth, you're looking into the sink to spit. You are turning the water on. How are you not just like brushing it down?
True.
I bought a brush that sits next to my faucet
Wow.
so that you can
Wow.
wipe down your sink after you're done using it.
What?
That's
Because
next
I'm
level.
I remember my brother
That is next
doing
level.
this when I was 7 or 8 and having the same exact response, and into adulthood. I'm 36 now and
Okay.
it still bothers me. So that's one of the
Deflecting
major things
responsibility.
in my life that has caused rage since I have been brushing my teeth and noticing the glob of toothpaste on the sink.
Yep.
She's got some toothpaste trauma.
She really does. It's like PTSD. Like I didn't realize you could talk that long about a glob of toothpaste in a sink.
It was a
About
poetry slam.
How it's ruined her life.
Mhm, that was a moth. She just
I
won.
agree.
She just
won
won
the moth with
She
that
won
story.
the-
I'll tell you that. But that is gnarly. I mean, you don't even need. She gives an extra toothbrush.
She has a
Just-
brush for a brush.
Just freaking,
like a
you
brush
take
on
the
a brush
water
on a brush.
in your hand like a normal person, and you wash it down.
So here's where I'm at with this. It is gross, but I think a lot of people would feel like it's okay if that's left there until I'm cleaning the sink.
No,
Oh,
absolutely, Erica. Erica, you do it. Oh my God.
Disagree.
hard disagree. I mean, I don't do it, but I'm just saying I've seen it.
It made me
I've seen
feel-
it from other people.
You had me worried. Like you're one of those.
I take the water, like you're saying.
I
and
do.
But I guess in the scheme of things that are the most disgusting
Yeah.
in a bathroom, that to me isn't the like headliner.
I'm with
Do
you.
you know what I mean?
I'm with you. You know what? In bathroom, it's the poop streaks in the
Okay,
toilet.
we're moving on to the next one.
Friendy Wendy,
She
we
has a
just
problem.
hit the sensitivity
She
button.
she
and
does not like
she
that
just
word.
stepped and she's like, I'm the producer here.
Yep. her stomach turns.
Let's roll the next one.
Hey, Rage Pod. Calling in because I'm raging about every fucking person out there that has something to complain about all the goddamn time. It's like, live your fucking life. You're here. You're alive. You ain't fighting cancer. You got kids. They're lovely. Now just shut the fuck up. Stop complaining and just do your thing and be happy that you're fucking here. Okay? Goodbye.
All right, I have thoughts.
I
First
love
of all,
it.
I'm sorry, an Australian accent, everything's funnier.
It's the best.
But also, yeah, you have less to complain about because you are in Australia or you are Australian. America has a lot to complain
We
about.
don't know if he might live in the U.S. Erica.
Yeah, but he can always go back.
That's right.
He can
That's
always.
right.
He's got an escape route.
You're right. You're
You
right.
know?
But I agree. I mean, there's like people that I work with, or just when you have some friends and they're just like constantly complaining. Like I used to tell you guys when I would, with the long COVID stuff, I'm like, listen, I don't want to talk about it. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I don't even want
Right.
to discuss it.
Right.
I hate it. And then there are some people where you're like, you have a house.
Yeah.
You make great money.
Yep.
You
Yep.
don't have kids. You built this business because you wanted it, and now you could not complain any less.
Right. No, I there's definitely like a point where it's become like they can't stop. Right.
yeah,
like
I agree.
that's
It's like
that's sort of like their default is just to like, instead of being like, oh, I'm comfortable with normal silences, let's just fill this space with complaints.
It's like a personality fault
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
Like they feel it's like a tick. Like you can't help it.
Well, I heard this thing recently that I said to Friendy Wendy, this is how I know it might be like a good thing to talk about. Because she was like, oh, that makes sense. Quality of life minus envy equals happiness.
Hell yeah.
So you could have all the houses and not all the kids, all the houses, kids, whatever. You found your soulmate and you got the car that you want. But if you're still like envying some other person's life that you don't have, guess what? Probably not going to be very fucking happy.
I agree. You have to really chalk it up to being grateful.
Yeah.
And you've got to remember
Yeah.
that stuff, because it's like, me, I'm like, oh, I just want a tiny house in the valley with my 2 cats. Just let me have it.
Like she will not settle for a big house. It has to be a tiny house.
It's got to be a tiny one because we know I'm not going to live in a big old house. I just want, I want that. But then I have to remind myself, like, I live alone in a great studio with my 2 cats. It's great. Like,
And you've got great friends.
I've got great friends. I got great friends with great places to go and hang
Great
out.
co-hosts.
Great. I see where that's going, girl. Yeah, but no, it's true. We have to be grateful.
Well, the guy that said it was like, look, do you know, like, it wasn't that long ago that people didn't have hot showers?
What?
Like, if you go back, like the
How long? How long we go back?
Like the Thomas Edison date. Like, they
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
have hot showers.
What year was that, Erica?
I
don't know.
Don't ask me to do
1915,
history.
1800s, maybe.
1950.
I don't
Definitely
know.
not 50, but wasn't it early 1900? I don't know. When was
Who
it?
knows?
We need where's our fact checker?
We don't have it. I fell asleep in history.
I feel like I'm taking that timeline quiz by New York Times, which I do love, by the way. But anyways, what I was saying is he says, like, so sometimes I'll be in the shower and I was like, hey, this is really cool. You get to take a hot shower.
It's true. I love that.
We understand everyone has their own specific things that make them frustrated, and we see you.
And we have to tell the people that you guys got to get in on this Rage hotline. Like, we got to tell them.
That's right. What's the number, T?
Okay, it's 213-293-5995. Give them the
But
email, though,
you can
Erica.
also email us, which I know is like kind of weird, but we like it.
Yeah.
theragepod@gmail.com. That's theragepod@gmail.com. Either you're a teenager and you have too much oil, or you're reaching menopause and all you want is oil because you lose it as you age. Fun.
Yep, finding skincare that works for you is a toughie. Except that we found the unicorn, Neon Hippie. It has 7 mushrooms, it hydrates, it's full of nutrients.
Guess what? You get a discount on Neon Hippie for listening to our podcast, The Rage Pod. Use the code RAGE for 25% off at neonhippie.com. Okay, so we're back.
We are.
And today We are talking about regret rage.
It's like when when you go into like a meeting at work or something and you think like, oh God, I could have said that better. I should have. No,
totally.
why didn't I do that? Why didn't I do that? I could have done this. Like you're in the car, you're at home, you're like, what in the actual F? And it can literally take over your day or week.
Oh yeah.
I hate it.
You just like repeat it in your mind.
Yes.
You know, it'd be like we've all been through breakups, right?
Yeah.
And instead of just saying what you thought, like, hey, you're an uncurable narcissist, instead of just saying that, you give them a hug. And then you look back, you're like, oh, that was my moment to step into my power. And I gave him a fucking hug.
Yeah.
And then
Woof.
you not only are you like brokenhearted and sad, but then you're beating yourself up because you regret how you handled the situation. That's a lot.
I mean, you were nice. You give him a hug.
Well, this is kind of a hypothetical.
Okay.
I mean,
felt
I did
real
give-
when you said it.
Oh.
Like you were like, no, and and then you're like, well, I'll give you a hug before I go. It's like, what?
I mean, don't you think that we all end up at the very
We
end?
do. I mean,
it's a hug goodbye. I didn't like have someone break up with me and say, and then they said these awful things, and then I was like, here, give me a hug.
Oh.
Come on in. Come on in.
There was one time, I'll just say real
Yeah,
quick,
yeah,
that
please.
like, in a breakup,
Yeah.
and I went, you're right, I do deserve better, and walked out the door.
Oh, that's so good.
Whoa, what?
Whoa.
Academy Award!
Wait, that's a mic drop moment.
It was.
That's
it was.
a real
I
mic.
was real proud. When I was driving my car, I was like, yeah, absolutely no regrets. You're a badass.
That is very cool
Awesome.
when you say the things that you envision yourself saying.
Yeah.
But at the same time, right? Like we also shouldn't beat ourselves up if we don't have this fucking like badass first wives club moment. You know?
Exactly, because like there are times like that, how you imagined that maybe it would go, that you would want it to go, but then there's other times where it comes out and it's freaking ugly.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Or you get paralyzed. Like there's so
Yes.
many things that happen. You
Right.
know? I think what that is, like it comes down to it's expectations, right?
Yeah.
Like honestly, what's the phrase? The road to hell was paved with good intentions. I
Oh,
think the
yeah.
road to hell was paved with impossible expectations.
It's true.
Because like we have expectations of others and then they don't meet them and then we're resentful, and then we have expectations of ourselves and we don't meet them and then we regret it and we think about it over and over and over again.
Yeah.
There's a really good talk that an actual TED talk, not just like one that we're like, oh, that was a TED talk. But this writer, Catherine Schultz, I'm not sure what she's doing now. She was writing for The New Yorker at the time. She has this whole talk on how regret is actually something that's of service to us. She breaks it down into denial, which is you do something, you're like, oh, just make it go away. Like maybe if I did I dream that? Or maybe if I just forget about it, it'll just somehow have not happened. And then it goes into bewilderment, like how could that have happened? How could that have happened? And then the bewilderment is kind of what leads into the self-punishment of like, oh my God, I'm like kicking, I can't believe that happened. And now that I've kind of accepted that it's happened, I am kicking myself. And then it goes into perseveration.
Is it that like you're severating yourself from
You're
what you did?
persevering. It's like the noun of persevering.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's more
So
the
to persevere.
the obsessive nature of like the way she says it. It's that you say, make it go away, make it go away, make it go away, make it like you can't. It's the shame spiral of like you just can't get out of
Yeah.
obsessing over wanting it to not have happened.
I feel like that probably happens a lot with cheating. I started watching this show. You guys know I love
We
reality.
know it.
It's called like Cheaters or something on Netflix.
It's just called Cheaters.
It's called Cheat or They Cheat. I don't even know. It's ridiculous.
So
but
it's very nuanced.
exactly. And I feel like you'd have a lot of that where people are in denial, right? And then you punish yourself, or you're in bewilderment. You're like, oh my God, how did I do that? Like it didn't mean anything, or you got caught up in it, and then you punish yourself. And then I'm wondering, like, persevere, I guess, would just be continuing the relationship, or like continuing
it's like the persevering like obsession over making it wanting it to stop.
Oh, I
It's like
see.
the perseveration is the perseveration of the thoughts.
We're talking about brain spiraling.
yes,
Like, yeah.
yes,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's not. I mean,
Well, we
what's-
all know, right? Like it's
like,
hard
how do we
to
get
let
out
it.
of it?
Well, I think it's letting yourself feel it and know that it's not going to be like that forever,
Yeah.
like anything else. But I think part of what happens is we we try to not regret, and then the not regretting, it lasts longer. Like you just do the, okay, I'm just gonna package it up and move forward.
Right.
And then I won't ever have to regret it.
It'll eat you up inside, though. It'll come
It'll
back
come
and
out
bite you in the
later.
ass.
Yeah.
I did some research, and there's top 10 common
Yes,
most life
let's
regrets,
do
which
it.
I think is a lot of fun. So number 1 is not pursuing your true passions or your dreams.
I think sometimes when you're pursuing your passions, like you get so compulsive about trying, especially in something that's like so hard to pursue.
Yeah.
You get so compulsive that you kind of act a little irrationally.
Yeah, like
Okay.
so number 2,
yeah, what's
read
number
it.
2?
Let's go. It's called it's wasting time on the wrong relationships. I've been there.
I stayed a little too long, hoping things would change, and a year passed, and then another year passed, and then finally had the courage to walk away.
But what gave you the courage? Did he do something?
No, I think it was just a combination of everything, and honestly, me looking at the clock and looking how much time was wasted,
Yeah.
and just being like, no, I'm going to put myself first. I deserve better. I had the moment that you had in the car, and was able to leave and take my time back.
Good.
Which is great because now you don't have to regret that. You don't regret the like not having done that. And I think what's interesting that you said about this situation is sometimes your big moments aren't perpetuated by some big catalyst. Sometimes it's just, I've finally had enough. And it's
Yeah.
not always because he or she cheated on me.
Right.
It's just your body and your mind and your soul all link up to say, I'm done.
Yeah, like I should have done this when I had a porch party and I was dating a guy. He drank too much. I had a friend who was doing tarot card readings, and I thought, yeah, go give him to the guests. Like, let's do it. And he comes out the end of the party. He's almost like mad and angry and crying. He's like, why would even tarot card readings? Like it's so dumb. And like, why did I have to help your friend Lara like with the barbecue? And I had to get like my friend to drink. And I was in shock. I was like, is this guy complaining because he had to help out at a barbecue?
Oh, out.
Like,
Pass.
and I'm telling you, Erica, that's a huge regret. I was like, I'm sorry that you feel so overwhelmed. I don't know what I did wrong to make you feel that overwhelmed. Like, I was an idiot.
Wow.
I was
No,
an
you weren't
idiot.
an idiot.
And
you
then
were also just like in the moment shocked. I
still
think.
stayed with that MRF for like a month. Only a month. I'm not going to go into like years. No, absolutely
She's
not.
still with him.
It was bad. It was bad. So that's definitely a regret. I've definitely been there.
But I think that's really cool for people listening or watching is that like you had both this like awesome, power moment of saying I deserve better. And
Yeah,
then you
and
had
then-
this other moment where you look back, you're like, oh wait, why was I taking that on when it was him? That shows you that you're a fucking human being.
Yeah, I really am.
know?
And honestly, the other one, it says working too much, missing out on life,
Oh,
which
that was
we're
my
all
20s.
capable of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I even still feel like sometimes I do it now, but I agree with you. When I was younger, I did it a lot
Oh,
more.
I was obsessed with working.
Yeah.
And to the point like my friends were like, you need to have work-life balance. And then that's how I ended up dating a bunch of like lame people because I felt compelled to date. It didn't matter who, like it was just like, all right, fine, let's make this happen.
Right. The next few are not expressing your feelings, not taking more risks. You're letting fear dictate your decisions, not staying in touch with friends, caring too much about what others think, not prioritizing your health sooner, and then not being present or enjoying the moment. So I feel like with all of those, I tend to do a pretty good job staying in touch with friends because I feel like when I get out of touch with them, you can become really isolated,
Yeah.
and then you feel like you've gone so far without touching base that it's almost like you can't get back.
Yeah. Yeah, it takes a moment.
And for me, definitely care way too much about what others think, especially when I was younger. But now I'm like, screw it.
Now
Everybody
we're
fuck
too
off.
tired.
Fuck off.
We're
too tired.
too tired to care.
This is me and whatever. And like, I don't just, if you like it or not, like that's where I'm
either
at.
you like me in my Temu sweater or you don't. And what I'm hearing from all of this though is
Yeah.
that, which is like definitely some of the research that we did, people most regret what they didn't do, their inactions.
Yeah.
And a lot of what you just said is like the not prioritizing health, or
Not taking
the
more
not
risks.
being present, or it's like letting fear dictate. It's like the same idea would be like not leaning into my fearlessness or willingness to take risks.
Absolutely. Like, that's why I did stand up for 2 years. I was scared my first show, and then I was like, oh, this is fun.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I don't really like it anymore. Moved on. But
So at least you knew instead of
But I did
having
it.
never known.
yeah, I did it.
What's
okay, so we
next?
got to do regret roulette.
Let's do
Okay.
it.
So, so what is something that you wish you never texted?
Oh, God, I don't remember anything.
You know?
I have so many examples
Yeah.
of
Oh my
this.
God.
It's embarrassing how many times I've misfired a text or an email, many of which I should not discuss publicly.
So she's going to.
I've done it in work situations. I've done it in relationship situations. I've done it in family situations. You'd think I would have learned my lesson. One time I did it. We have this friend group that all came together through our kids' club soccer. So the boys were like 10, they're all in their 20s now, but we became such close friends with this group of people. We all still get together. We go on vacations with these people. We celebrate holidays with these people. We are a tight group. And we were all hanging out one night, and two of the kids of the other parents I thought were being little dicks. So then everybody leaves. I go to text Dave. I go to text my ex-husband, and I say, I cannot believe the way so-and-so and so-and-so were talking to their parents. They are such little assholes. The disrespect is astonishing.
I know where this is going.
I hit send and the bubble turns green. And I was like, why is the bubble turning green? The bubble only turns green when we're on the group chat. I sent this to Dave. Nope. I sent it to the group
whole
chat.
group? You
And I just, in that moment, the whole bottom dropped out. And I said, I just blew up our friendship with all these people. I just blew it up. So I immediately get her on the phone and I say, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Thank God she's laughing. Her husband picks up, he gets on the phone and he goes, oh my God, are you freaking out? You're freaking out. They're all laughing. they
my
think it's
God.
hilarious.
I mean, that's a cool response. I
Well,
guess.
and it was just so we laugh about it to this day because their whole thing was like, we just kept thinking about how much you were freaking out that you fucking did that. And we thought it was the most hilarious thing.
It could have been way worse because it could have been war plans.
Oh, God.
It's a good callback.
But I guess
Erica.
that's like not a big deal nowadays. Wow.
I thought you said you had a fashion regret that you where you
Oh,
thought you'd
yeah.
slayed or whatever.
Well, there's
and it didn't.
I don't, in high school, I remember at a dance. I mean, I owned it at the time, but I was wearing these like white, like pearly pants, and I had space buns in the hair.
Great.
And I had these like high, like white, like sneaker things. And like it was just like a lot of glitter. It was if like a My Little Pony had exploded all over me. and
I
my
love
face.
this for you right now. Like if you
Yeah.
walked into a club in LA here, you know people would be like, "That's fire."
But you just said something that would never happen.
I know, me neither. We're not going to
walked
club.
into a club.
We'll go to a bar and I want you to rewear that. Would you do that and wear it on the podcast?
Oh hell yeah!
No, but like
we should
literally,
recreate the photo.
we'll recreate the
recreate
photo,
the
but then you have to
photo.
wear the outfit on the next time we record it.
Oh sure.
Hell yeah! And then I'll
I
both
might need
think
a sweater.
Okay, I'll go.
I
have
might need
plenty.
a sweater
We
because
know
I think
me.
there was
a
I think
sweater.
I still had circulation back then, so it was probably like a small tank top, or even worse, a tube top.
A tube top. Oh God, no.
Remember tube tops?
I can't wear them. I don't want it.
No.
Absolutely, get the hell out.
A tube
And-
top is basically just a headband.
But remember when tube tops, when people would wear tube tops and they would have the bikini line, tan line, and that was cool. You're like, I got to go get a tan. So when I wear the tube top, they see that I've been tanning, and apparently it's sexy.
Listen,
It's not.
it's not sexy.
It's not. I could see the line of the bathing suit. I don't know why that makes you want to take your clothes off. I don't
when
think
you
it
could have
would.
easily just worn a cap sleeve and call it a day.
Thank you. Okay, so I have a funny regret where I just think like, why was I like this? Right?
Okay.
So I need you to think like, why was I like this?
Okay.
Here, I'll give it to you.
Think.
I was like in second grade. I wanted a retainer so
Oh,
bad.
okay,
Why?
okay.
I don't know why.
No one knows why.
I wanted it so bad. So I got spearmint gum and I twirled it and twirled it and twirled it. And I put it like around my teeth so it looked like a retainer.
Okay.
It was there all day. I am not joking. I would move it with my tongue and like keep it there. And I
Meanwhile,
remember
you're just getting cavities from your spearmint gum.
I mean, it was like 1 or 2 days. And I remember the kids and me walking around. I was so happy. I was like, yeah, I have a retainer. Like it made me like cool. Like, cause like nobody else had a. I'm telling you, I don't know.
But
And-
did you know kids that had? You said you saw kids with retainers and you wanted them.
a couple, but I don't think any of them were in my class. And the only, the one weird memory that I have is, I think his name was Mr. Ronsky, like leaning down and being
That's a
like,
name.
oh, let me look at it. And I was like, yeah, smiling. He's so close to my face. And he just went, oh yeah, it looks good. Nice retainer.
He didn't say like maybe you should remove the gum from your teeth that's been marinating there for almost 2 days.
He literally went with it. And I'm like, bro, good job on being like, you could have called me Delulu if you wanted and said, we can all tell this is spearmint gum, but he didn't.
You know what that was? That was quality of life minus envy. You had too much envy.
Yeah,
And so you weren't, but then you were happy when you had the spearmint gum.
It's true. I was
you
so
were
happy.
so happy.
I was so happy. So do you have one that's like, oh, why was I like this?
Yeah, it's a regret that I was able to have and then process and move on. I regret that I didn't get on meds earlier.
Absolutely.
We're a big pro med
Ditto.
podcast, by the
Med
way.
me up.
right?
I don't care how many I have to take. Give them to me.
Yeah.
I'll pop
Oh,
them
we
all
know.
at one time.
We know you're 57.
57 supplements.
57 supplements.
But meds.
no, but meds,
3.
meds. Right.
There's 3.
Well, I remember Friendy Wendy saying, she was like, oh my God, I was tired of like white knuckling through life. And then I understood what she meant when I
Yeah.
got on meds. And I was like, oh, it is too fucking short to be spending all of this energy that sad or mad or whatever, like whatever feeling of, you know, angst and like just emotional depletion. It's not worth it.
No, it's
and
not.
then you're like, oh, I can be there. I can be there for my family. I can be there for my friends. I can be there for myself. And if a doctor is telling me like, hey, yeah, this is what I think you should do, and like, why the fuck not?
Right. I don't know why people are walking around
And
being
so-
prideful about like, I don't take anything. I'm
Exactly.
fine. I'm like, are you though? Really? On the inside, I doubt it.
But then you do it and you're like, oh man, I regret not doing this sooner.
Exactly. I'm right there with you. Now, I got to know, is it, I'm going to put this in a way where I'm like, there's righteous regret where you feel like where you maybe don't have to apologize to someone that you feel like is we'll just say toxic. Right? I feel like I do have a good righteous regret
Okay,
story.
let's hear it.
Where I'm like, no, I don't
No, I
regret
did-
it at all.
like,
but
I did the right
maybe
thing.
a little bit, right?
But maybe you're saying that maybe you should feel a little regret. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and I
Okay.
don't. Not at all. Even now,
Love
my uncle was living with me, Abuelita, my grandma. I was very young. I think I was like 8 or 9. He was like on drugs and he's wackadoo. He comes in the house and he steals from my grandma's purse, and my grandma is calling him out in the kitchen, and he's yelling at her, getting really loud. And like
Wow.
when you're on like cocaine or crack or whatever the f he was on, like he's going whack. And mi
We're not
abuelita,
into those meds. Just
we're not into those meds. Mi abuelita's like literally, she's just a little one. She's like 5'1". At this point, I think I'm probably taller than her. He gets so loud and up in her face. I grab the frying pan and I whacked him over the head with it. One
What?
hand. I couldn't. He was so close to her that I will go
What?
from 0 to 60. If you F with somebody that,
Right.
and that is a thing that I've talked about on this podcast before. Don't come for an animal in front of me, and don't come for somebody I care about, because I will become a
Yeah.
liability. And I was 8 or 9, and I was a liability. I grabbed it. I was so mad. I was like, stop. And then I just was like, whacked him right over the head. He didn't die. He kind of fell back into the fridge. And that's like kind of the most that I remember.
This is an insane. First of all, why would you regret that?
I don't.
'Cause
Not at all.
You were like a superhero at such a young, like who would know it? That's like a cartoon. You were like you were like real life in a cartoon, and you were protecting someone that like having the
Yeah.
the courage and the awareness of what was happening. How old were you?
I was like 8 or 9.
That's crazy.
Because
Like,
I mean, I guess if I
in
hit
a good, I'm
hard,
saying like that's admirable.
okay, this is good.
I
Because
guess I'm now promoting violence, but at the same
I-
time, your abuelita was in danger, right?
yeah, and that's
So yeah, I think that is that even righteous regret though?
I don't. I maybe not, but I think maybe other people. Let's say he died. Yes, it would be, right?
I don't think I don't know. My vote is it was good. I'm glad she did it.
So does anger ever help you move through like regret faster? Rage.
I think so because anger propels you forward, as
Yeah.
opposed to sadness kind of keeps you in the same spot. It keeps
Yeah.
you kind of like stasis, like in stasis. Anger is like it's an energy lift because it's like you know what I mean. You have to get it out and you have to do something.
Yeah,
So I do think it helps you get over regret.
I do too. I think like as long as like what we talk about in getting into allowing your anger or your rage, getting out in a safe way. I don't know, go to the gym, take a run, punch a pillow, realizing that can help really like kick your butt into just get
Yeah.
over it. That shouldn't ruin or take over your life, this one little regret, because I guarantee you the other person ain't thinking about it.
Totally. And you've got life to live now. So now your regret is potentially giving you more regret
Exactly,
because
'cause
it's
you
eating
didn't
up
live
your
in the moment.
time. Because you're not like, okay, I'm honoring the fact that I did this thing. I'm not proud of it, but I'm going to learn from it and move on. The not moving on is actually worse than almost like not regretting at all. So, which I think the not regretting is what can lead you to eventually not actually moving on. You
Yeah.
know, there's like moving on and then there's really moving on. You know, you're like mad at yourself for not having left that person, or you're mad at yourself for
Yeah.
not having done that. Well, now you have the opportunity to do it now. Like if you're still with the person, do it now.
You can take comfort in it, in the fact that everyone has regret. You can also
Yes, totally.
laugh at yourself. Like, oh God, how stupid. Like when I got a note so wrong at a cruise ship audition, I wanted to die. I wanted to crawl in a hole and die. And now I just go, it's fine. You were nervous. You didn't hit the right notes. And also you just have to remember the passage of time heals all wounds in
Yes.
relationships and with regret. And like, they're never as ugly as you think they are. Like,
I know everyone thinks that everyone remembers like the ugly parts of someone, but it's
Yeah.
actually the opposite.
I
You
agree.
remember like the standout moments.
you remember the more fun things.
Yes.
Like, and I think that we need to learn to love ourselves through all of those flawed things. That makes us who we are.
Yes.
And there are people who love us with both, with the good and the flawed. So it's like, have your
Called
regrets.
unconditional love.
There you have it.
And have it for yourself. The point is, like, I think that's where we miss the boat a lot, is like
Yeah.
not having unconditional love for ourselves.
You got to tell me about cunt of the week. We
Cunt
got to
of
get
the
to it.
week.
Yeah. Tell me.
Okay, so we know that this year, Pope Fran
Okay.
has passed,
Yeah.
right? You did know that, right, Tara?
Yeah.
You did know that there was a Pope.
Yeah. It's not.
Where
It's,
Tara
I did.
doesn't
I did.
doesn't read the news.
I knew it.
It's intentional. We are fine with it.
I think I knew it. Maybe didn't care. Not ticked up on a calendar saying, "Oh wow, Pope died." But I'm with you.
So P. Fran out.
Okay.
Everybody talked about it, right? It
Yeah.
was like it saturated the news.
Yeah.
But what also happened in that same time is a young woman by the name of Sister Ina Canabajo,
Cool
who
name.
was Brazilian. She was a Brazilian nun, the oldest living woman. She died at 117. That's badass.
Yeah, I agree.
And I was reading about her, and like, even as of a year before she died, like in an interview, she said, "I'm young, pretty, and friendly."
Oh my God, I love her.
Right?
She is what we aspire all to be. I mean, I'm not 117, and I don't even think of myself as like, I'm young, pretty, and friendly.
Just because
and
she was
we
116.
And we are. We are young, pretty, and
I
friendly.
mean, like what? Like so cool. Like this was literally a year before she died, and she was so old, but like clearly still so young in her heart.
Yeah.
It's so cool to learn about her. Like she didn't get cataract surgery until she was 106. People get cataract surgery when they're like like 40.
Right.
Like-
you got to tell me, like, do you have facts about what she did, like, for a living or with her life?
She helped the poor. She helped like disenfranchised people.
Yeah. She did some good juice, which
Yeah.
we love. And that good juice can get you far in life.
She overtook the oldest woman. Like there had been the oldest woman who was a Japanese woman who had been alive before the Titanic sunk. The oldest woman ever was 122.
Wow.
And she like basically smoked and drank until she died.
Love it. There's no science behind why people die early, die late, why we get cancer,
Well,
why
there
you
is
don't.
there's one through line.
There is some
There's
science,
one through
but-
line. It's all women.
Yeah.
And I really think a big part of that is like, men, you need to get some friends when you get older. Okay? You need to get some fucking friends. And we want that for you.
Yeah.
It's really easy. Phone a friend. Just phone a friend.
Phone a friend.
Have some community.
Build
you
the
won't be
community.
so alone. You won't be so sad. And then physiologically, you might last a little bit longer.
Yeah. You got
And
to
let your feelings out. It's also about not letting your feelings out. You don't talk about your feelings.
Exactly. You got to build the village, have thoughts about it, be vulnerable, and be open.
It's time to wrap it up.
Okay.
This is our goodbye.
Well, we
We
got
know what that is. Let's get our pillows, ladies. Let's
That's
get
right.
our pillows.
And don't forget
Our
to,
branded pillows.
give us 5 stars, give us a like, give us a comment. Tell us like
Yes.
what you regret, and like if you have
Yeah.
any of those stories, we would really love to hear them.
We
Please
would love to
email
hear.
us.
And if there was anything that you found that really worked to get over something,
Yeah.
that was staying with you.
Deep breath in, you guys. Let it out. Scream into your pillow.